Does everyone remember what happened last time?
What happened last time? We almost died.
The dragon.
Someone's gonna have to fill me in because last week I was on a date.
Oh yeah, we didn't play the game then.
Yeah, nobody played last week because there wasn't.
Okay, cool. Yeah, in that case, Lucci had a panic attack.
Yeah, everyone else got beat to
And
death.
the dragon came out of the ground and
abandoned
then,
the rest of us to get exploded.
Oh, everyone got terrible rolls.
Yeah.
we kind of got fucked.
Sure damn did.
I mean, I think health-wise and stuff, you're actually doing okay, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, health-wise, I've only got the one injury, but, I'm stressed out as all fuck. I'm literally just the one, red trauma box is the only one that's not ticked for my stress.
Lie.
I mean, health-wise, I'm fine, but harm-wise, I'm not very fine.
I see what you did. So, so there was a quake. You fled because there was a tsunami coming. You went underground. You went deeper underground.
And then deeper.
And then one person ran away, and everyone else was left to try and save Elias, who was getting hounded by kobolds. A grenade went off. People were burned. I think one of the civilians survived, right? Someone had a rock fall on them. Someone had a bunch of worms eat them from inside out.
Actually, the last civilian got carried off by the dragons.
Oh, that was the first one that ran out of the cave. That's what happened to her. I think the last civilian was rocking backwards and forwards, and I think she just ran off, did she not?
I think there was one that's just, traumatized beyond recovery.
Yeah.
Emperor Tango Mango was a good girl.
Yes, you tried to teleport several times and failed miserably.
The dice just hated me, okay?
And everyone else thinks you're crazy because you think your dog can teleport, and they're like, no.
My puppy does teleport, though! My younger sibling energy is really coming out today. I haven't even spoken to my sister today.
But yes, and then a red dragon erupted from the hill beneath you and flew off into the sky. I think it flew off east towards the ocean. But yes, you were in a valley and you could see the stream of people who were fleeing from the submerged port. They were coming up to the high ground, which you are now on. The massive cloud of smaller dragons that was flying around, it followed the larger dragon off to the distance. So you're just kind of on these plains, this high ground, all these hills, around where the port town village was. And you can see, looking downwards, you can see all the water's washed in. The ships that are floating around are overturned, that smashed into buildings. The buildings that have been completely submerged or knocked over by debris that smashed into them, or just from the force of the water. And of course, you'll see the bodies in the hundreds floating around, as well as the people who have managed to survive by clinging onto things and sitting on rooftops calling for help, while the hundreds of other people who have fled stream up over the hills with whatever belongings they managed to grab. Because of the immediacy of the disaster, very few of them are going to have anything more than the clothing on their back.
Do we know roughly what direction the dragon fucked off to?
East over the ocean is, I believe, what I said.
North, south,
Okay.
east, west. Oh.
At least it's leaving us away. Leaving us alone, even.
And wait, double checking. Would we be kind of hiding at the moment, or are we in the open air? I can't remember where we ended up.
So you ran out of the cave down the hillside, and there was a forest beyond you, but the dragon let out, a roar of fire and set that forest ablaze. So you're in a kind of valley on the downslopes of the hills, and there's the main road coming up past you to your west.
I'm still riding Emperor Tango Mango, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. I would like to guide Tango Mango to the to the road. Just have a look around.
Sure, there's hundreds and hundreds of people in a various state of confusion. Some are wounded. Most of them are, crying out, looking for their loved ones, someone that they recognise. It's a very distressing kind of scene. There's probably a few figures of authority standing there trying to get people organised, trying to get them to calm down, trying to take a census perhaps at some point to try and exactly see how many people they've lost and who's missing.
Can I see, in general, like anyone particularly in trouble, like they need help to get out or something?
Yeah, if you look over down towards where the port is, that's all flooded, there are people like on rooftops that have been stranded there.
Yeah, can I teleport up there with Tango Mango?
You can certainly try. What approach would you like to use?
I think we said when it's not in the combat, I could just teleport whenever.
Yeah, I mean, a failing is not an interesting consequence. I just wanted to see if you can actually do it in front of everyone.
You fucking bastard. What the fuck?
Wow.
Can I roll with my actual physical dice?
You can take 2 stress to roll an extra dice.
I will! I'm gonna actually roll. I'm gonna roll with my actual physical pink dice.
It didn't do you any good last time, so sure.
I am fuming. I'm fuming. So, it's 2d6, right?
Just 1d6.
Okay.
2 stress gives you 1 dice.
I got a 4. I am just mad that I'm gonna roll again and hear what it says. I got a 4 there as well. What the fuck?
Yeah, you tell Tango Mango to teleport, and he kind of strains for a second and doesn't do it. And then imagine you just like kick the side of them with your heels out of frustration because damn it, now he's just showing you up.
Can I try?
Blinks out of existence and then blinks back into existence on this rooftop.
Great, he's Roach. Wonderful.
What's Roach?
In The Witcher, the horse named Roach used to always teleport on the roof.
Yeah, so Empress Tango Mango has gotten smaller, and she's not on him anymore, and she's on the roof going, "Hey, would anyone like some help?"
Yeah, I mean, initially they're like, what the fuck is that thing?
Oh, this is Emperor Tango Mango. She doesn't harm anyone.
You can get us out of here? I mean, does he fly or something? How did you get here?
Oh, he teleports.
How does that work?
Oh, don't worry. It's just because he's from hell.
From hell?
Yeah, don't worry. He's a good boy.
There's a great deal of hesitation about being stuck, stranded, surrounded by all this water, and have a demonic hell hound sitting next to him.
Luch scratches his head, scratches her head, and she starts sticking her tongue out and going, in the dog way.
Yeah, and its fiery demon eyes are like blazing at you.
And it's really, really cute.
The bare-faced skull of this hellhound, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it's adorable. Have you not seen a dog skull?
I don't make a habit of looking at dogs' skulls.
With a name like Dark Malice, I mean, oh shit, what the hell do you roll?
Okay, yeah, so the young man decides, no, enough of this. I'm going to try and do this on my own, and he dives into the water and starts trying to swim for a tree, where he's quickly swept away and crushed by incoming debris.
This is what you get for not trusting a hellhound.
But the young red-tailed girl falls to her knees and goes, "Daddy, no!"
What the fuck is going on?
I mean, if you get on the hellhound, you won't end up like your dad. I am so sorry for your loss.
The little girl, eyes full of fear and terror, obligingly gets on the hellhound.
See? Her fur is so soft, isn't it?
Imagine in her head she's thinking this is exactly what the nursery rhymes told me not to do.
And then Emperor Tango Mango teleports back down with her on it.
For sheer comical value, let's have your roll.
Oh!
Fucking bastard! What is wrong with you? Oh my god.
I mean, yeah, that's good enough. Yeah. Yeah, she teleport over, and she vomits as soon as she kind of like comes out of nothingness on the other side of the shoreline. Overcome with nausea and grief and sadness.
Sorry about your dad?
Many of the other villagers just kind of like move backwards away from the hellhound out of fear. There's so much strange stuff going on just now, they don't know how to cope with this.
How to cope with a fucking hellhound. Sorry, I'm coughing.
Well, Tango Mango is doing that. What about the rest of you?
I am just on for the ride.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to try to get a bearing of where we are, and then see if like there's a close by town or settlement or some form of shelter.
Huh. That sounds like a good idea. I'm gonna do some tracking.
So there were, I mean, I said you're up in the hills, so you can definitely see further along the road, there are like small villages every few miles along the main road. You know that this road eventually leads to the capital city.
Alright. So, we going to the capital or...
At the very least, we could head to a village and hopefully maybe get like a warm place to sleep and recollect ourselves.
Okay, what's the closest,
Are we like effectively stuck on the hill from the floods, or?
No, so the tsunami came in, flooded the port city, and then are on the hills, surrounding that. So are up above where it was flooded.
So it's not around the hill, so we can just leave.
Yeah, it's just a regular hill.
Yeah, by this point the tsunami's probably like washed back.
Oh no, I may very much still be flooding the ports, but you guys can just go down the hill onto the highway, which is on higher land, and take that going sort of northwest. You might put the map up again for you.
The people down there are all still, stranded from the flood.
People who aren't looking for lost loved ones or just in great despair and grief over what's happened will be like making their way along the road, just to get away and head for safety.
Yeah, we should probably do something similar to that, because I don't think we're in any kind of condition to swim across the Eastern Ocean and hunt down the very big dragon.
You can see a little way along the roads, on top of a cart or a wagon of some sort. There's a person who you're guessing must be an authority figure of some sort. He has a very thick, fine-looking burgundy cloak on, and he has a large golden necklace with huge golden discs on it. He seems to be appealing to people for calm and order. He's also crying out and asking, does anyone have a horse? Does anyone have a wagon, a means of transport? We need help, we need aid.
Would Lucinda hear that?
If you're all traveling up the road together, I'm guessing you would.
Lucinda trots over with Emperor Tango Mango.
But we need a wagon.
Yeah, and Emperor Tango Mango can increase and decrease in her size.
Okay.
And when Lucinda says that, Emperor Tango Mango increases in size.
Okay, I'm gonna look around for like any naked wagons, or just wagons without horses.
There are very few, maybe a couple of wagons that have been like pulled along by people. Most of them are maybe like wheelbarrows or smaller carts, though.
Damn it!
None of
Right.
which belong to us.
That was I realise.
None of which belong to us, I'm saying.
No. People will be dragging it along as best as they can. People are like actively fighting over the ones that have been salvaged.
Right.
But you want to bring your hellhound along and then make him increase in size.
Mm-hmm.
Do you announce that this is happening, or do you just...
Oh
tell them to go
no,
on?
Tango Mango is just increasing in size. She doesn't need to announce that.
Oh Jesus!
Yes, so the crowd, starts to scream, point, yell in terror, and the ones that still have energy start sprinting along the road in different directions, away from the hellhound.
Way to
I'm so
go!
scared of this hellhound. She's a sweetheart.
That's the point.
Look, just because she has blue glowing eyes and the fact that her skull is showing and she doesn't really have a face doesn't mean that she's scary.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you can hear the magistrates on the carts yell to people who look as if they're some sort of soldiery or militia from the port city. There's a demon in our midst! Take it down! Don't let it harm the villagers!
She stands on Tango Mango and looking absolutely stunning and gorgeous, and yells, "Hey! This is not a demon! She is my dog!"
Elias approaches and says, "Look, I can attest this creature hasn't harmed anyone. It's not necessarily helped them either, but you know."
Lucinda, can you roll flashy for me? And you can have an extra dice because Elias is helping.
Right.
Okay. So flashy. I don't have any in flashy, so
Okay.
I'm guessing I only have one.
Yes.
5.
Yes, there's moments of hesitation, confusion, probably because everyone's already too exhausted from what's happened to actually think about taking on such a massive, terrifying creature. That they hesitate and pull back, and Elias, the magistrate, turns to you. You vouch for this creature? What is it even doing here? Who are you people?
We have come to help. We are. Do we have a team name?
The magistrate looks around. He's like, "Who said that? Where's that voice coming from?"
Down here.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you down there.
Sorry. Do we have a team name out of character?
No, we don't.
Oh, but even
No, we literally just met.
Oh, right. Yeah, we came to help, I think.
You came to help? Well, who are you?
I'm Lucinda, and I can't really remember anyone else.
personally, I feel like we're on the side that needs help.
Yeah, he's looking at Elias, who's like all bloody and scratched.
And like, noticing one of them is like looking over his wounds, like, no, I'm fine.
And then Croark is all like blackened from the explosion. Oh, you seem to have been through the worst of it yourselves.
Yeah.
We tried.
Yeah.
Well,
So, what do you need help with?
Well, if you are intent on helping, we need someone to travel to the capital. We need wagons, we need supplies, we need soldiers.
Well, I'm not really a fan of fighting, but I'm happy to play my part.
But fighting? Why would anyone be fighting?
Yeah, why fight?
It just sounded like you were wanting a fight or something. I don't know.
Anyway, you need.
He looks nervously up at the giant hill.
I'm
Oh
pretty sure.
no! You don't have to worry about her. She's actually a really good girl.
Pretty sure the whole soldiers and everything is for, like, you know, the big dragon problem.
Oh right, that.
Yes, we need aid. There are still people who need rescued.
Well, we could definitely do that. I'm sure there'd be a reward or some form of compensation.
Yes, of course, whatever we can manage. He waves over one of his aides, and he asks, they pull out a pen and a piece of parchment, and he scribbles down something on it, signs it, turns it over, and then realizes he doesn't have anything to seal it with. So he just folds it over in an intricate way and hands you the parchment parcel.
I'm going to take some time to actually, like, read over what exactly it entails.
Yes, you'll need this to verify it, since we don't have a seal, and he gives you this very expensive looking gold and gem encrusted ring, which has an insignia of a stag on it.
Okay.
There's a moment before he hands it to you where he kind of hesitates as he looks around your little group, but then he drops it in your hand. Please take this to the city guards in Erinal. Tell them it's Magistrate. What's his name? Magistrate Gatner. My insignia should do the rest for you.
Yeah, sure, we can absolutely do that.
Please, these people are in need. Don't fail us.
We won't. I hope.
Do you have horses, or is that creature going to be your steed?
Give us a big wagon, empty wagon, and we'll find something out.
Well, here, yes, you can take mine. And he jumps off the wagon he was standing on.
All right. So.
All right, hook it up to the Hellhound, and hopefully we can. The dog can manage a fairly long sprint to the capital.
Yeah. She should be able to.
All right, let's go rescue the peoples.
How many days are they expecting the travel to be?
I mean, a horse could do that in a day.
But a hound can do it in a minute.
So we didn't settle on the distance that the hound can do, but I'm thinking sort of line of sight, as long as you can see where he's going.
Yeah, pretty much line of sight.
Yeah, so I mean, that's probably, what's the horizon? It's like 4 miles at a time.
And how big did we say the hound could get?
I mean, elephant size, that's pretty big.
I think we said like T-Rex size.
I mean, we didn't, because we didn't talk about the size at all. Is that what you want, though? You want T-Rex size? I
want Stegosaurus size. Massive.
So it's pretty big, okay.
Yes, it can get enormous.
Shit, it becomes a backpack? Jeez.
It also shrinks to the size of a puppy.
Alright, so anyway, so we're going to...
Yes, so if everything was going well, you could do it in a few jumps, yeah. A few teleports.
Should we risk it?
Or you could just, do it in a day by just riding it normally.
Yeah, let's just ride it normally, because I've I fear that A, it's either not going to teleport like you claim it can, or B, it's going to just leave the cart behind.
Yeah.
She's right here. Do not refer to her as Nit, okay?
Whatever you say.
We're going to die.
Let's just deliver this letter and then we can get some compensation for our good deed.
Is it really good if you're doing this to get something out of it?
Oh, burgers and fries.
I mean, yes, very much so.
Question. Do burgers and fries canonically exist in this universe now?
Do what, sorry?
Do burgers and fries canonically exist in this universe now?
Fine, bugs and flies. There. Alright, so people need rescuing. Got it. Alright.
So, I'm taking you guys are going in the wagon and you're just telling the hellhound to march on.
Lucinda is gonna ride on the back of her hellhound.
There's still people like fleeing away from this thing as this conversation's going on because they aren't there to like listen to your reasoning about why the giant demonic being is perfectly safe to be around.
Because it is! She wouldn't hurt a fly unless I asked.
So this creature of yours can change its size, but not its appearance. Can't
Yeah.
look a little more mundane.
Why would I want her to look more mundane?
I thought demons were all about glamours. You know, pretending to be innocent.
But she is innocent.
Right,
Doesn't
but
look it.
if she looked more innocent, people would freak out a lot less, and then, we'd run into a lot less issues.
I could ask her.
Please.
Tango, do you mind if you, cover up your face a bit with fur?
How dare you ask me to change my appearance?
Is that actually Tango's voice?
Sure, why not?
I swear to fuck, if that actually is, I will laugh.
Oh, great,
I
and
imagine-
the dog thing talks.
I imagine like it doesn't mean to sound demonic, but because it's a demon, everything it says sounds just terrifying.
I don't think Tango Mango talks out loud to everyone else, just kind of to Lucinda's head.
Oh yeah, for everyone else it's just this bestial demonic roar.
It's a snarling as all the
Look,
passers by panic.
Everyone's like, it's coming straight for us, run!
Look, Mango, I get it. You're absolutely beautiful the way you are, but apparently you're freaking everyone else out. I don't get it either. It's just to put people's minds at ease, okay? For me, I'll give you a lot of treats.
Okay. Why don't you roll sneaky for me?
Sneaky. Cool.
Oof.
Yeah, it changes its face from this bare skull with blazing demonic eyes. Unless you want to take stress and add another dice and roll.
I don't think it really matters.
Okay, yeah, so it changes from that to the decaying face of a female corpse.
No, it's a dog face.
Okay, the decaying face of a dog corpse. It's like one of those
And-
Resident Evil dogs, just like
Yeah.
half rotten flesh and everything.
Yeah, and
Demonic
Lucinda
horns.
kisses the forehead.
Elias
Just like
recoils from
skin and bone and muscle. Like the muscle has atrophied to the point where it's just like skin stuck onto the skull and just bits of fur just flaking off a bit, plus oozing out of one of the eye sockets.
Exactly, yeah. And the teeth are all like exposed on one side of the jaw and everything like that. It's
I didn't think you could
it's-
get any cuter!
It's got that vicious drool just coming from between the teeth as it's like slathering at everyone.
And and basically what Lucinda is gonna do is just like, oh, you're so pretty. You're a beautiful girl, aren't you? I love that everyone thinks Lucinda is fucking insane.
I think. No.
Nah, not me. It's like,
Do either of you think that's an improvement?
Oh.
Yes.
Alright, so are we off?
At this stage, we're gonna get like attacked right outside the city gates, and we're not getting rewarded.
Look, we can leave the dog outside the gates.
We are not
We're
leaving
probably gonna
her.
have to. No,
She can shrink-
you are not leaving. I am definitely leaving the dog outside.
Yeah, if need be, we can leave the dog and the woman outside.
I hear you.
The magistrate is standing there, clearly second guessing himself in the decision to appoint you guys as the messengers.
Fine, I'll be the messenger since I'm the most coherent one.
So, anyways, let's just run to Arenol and we'll figure out what happens next.
Yeah, let's go.
Riding a demonic zombie dog.
Excuse me?
So you guys
Zombie.
set off along the road, and the devastation wasn't limited to the port city. The rumbling, the earthquake, the tremors that happened prior to the tsunami hitting seems to have an effect all throughout the countryside. Great rifts have opened up in the ground. You can see buildings that have collapsed, farmhouses that have toppled over, just like matchsticks buildings. And this is all the way along the highway, and you're constantly having to take detours into fields and such, and going around where these ravines have opened up in the earth. You come across a small fort that's been set up, obviously for guards and such to travel along the road. And one of these ravines is opened up right beside it, and you can see several houses have been split in half. There's a group of people there wailing and agitated and yelling at each other. Some of them are wearing the uniforms of Kingdom Guards. The rest of them look as if to be peasantry.
I'm going to approach one. The guard.
Sure. They're not even going to notice you walking up because you're so small. Yes, you can hear them shouting and arguing at each other, and they're saying, "You must go after them. You can't just leave them like this. You're supposed to help defend us." And the guardsmen are shouting back at them like, "There's no way we're going in there after them. It's far too dangerous."
I nudge the guard. How dangerous? And what's in there that's dangerous?
It looks down to his left, looks down to his right, and he's like, "Oh my god, who are you?"
One that's going to try to help. Now, what's going on?
I'm not sure how a short person like yourself can help, and he looks up and he sees the big, massive hellhound.
That's how.
Oh my god, they've came back, and they've brought a monster! Guards! Guards!
Stop! Would you stop?
And Lucinda kind of scratches the back of Tango Mango's ear and whispers, "Hey, do you mind if we shrink to your puppy size?"
And the dog shrinks down. One of the guards runs off to the fort. The other guard stands there and draws his sword.
And Lucinda holds Tango Mango, just like, "It's okay."
What manner of witchery is this?
Witchery that's going to help you. Now, what's going on?
Krark's gonna hold up the ring with the stag emblem on it. Like, we're on business for the magistrate.
I don't know if I asked this before, but what are people's sort of relationship with goblins, such as yourself, generally?
Probably not good, let's be honest.
Well, they're short kin, so I'm not nothing bad about them.
Yes, he's
Probably like a rare, like civilized few, and the rest are just the typical cave dwelling.
so people don't think highly of goblins generally, you're saying.
Probably not.
Yeah, he fully draws his sword out and points it out towards you guys. Not so much
Can I-
Delphina.
Can I cast Charm?
You can certainly try, yeah.
Yeah, can I cast it?
Take it you're doing it sneaky? Because you're
Uh,
trying not for him not to notice.
I would say careful? No, clever.
Clever will work here.
Yeah, just because I'm being clever about this. So it would be 2d6.
Yes. Oh, that's a crit.
Booyah!
So mark clever. There's a box at the end that you mark.
Oh my god, that was fucking incredible. Hell yeah!
So what does it look like when you cast a spell?
So, from my point of view, I see just kind of this pink and green sparkle cloud, and he kind of breathed it in, so you kind of see it go in through his nose, and then it kind of, the best way I can put it is it's like a pinball ball in a machine, so it dings around until it hits his brain and his eyes circle around in the pink and green color, and then he's there like, oh hi, I like you, and your dog isn't weird at all.
Oh. I'm sorry, ma'am. I overreacted, and he puts his sword away in the holster.
Oh, don't worry, everyone overreacts, but when they come and see the light, they understand.
Yes, he turns around and yells at the tower. He's like, belay that order.
Are we sure that she's not a demon?
Question, would that make my mana go down?
Yes, good done by one.
Cool.
Yes, sorry, I was overreacting there. We've been through a lot today. You wouldn't believe the horrors
I
that
get it.
you wouldn't believe the horrors that have arisen out of that hole in the ground.
Oh, do tell.
Well, a group of beings that I can only describe as ferocious beastmen came crawling out almost as soon as the ground had split open and started carrying away the children of the village.
Okay.
We sent in a party of soldiers after them, but all we could hear was the screams of agony, and they never returned. You can see one of their bodies down
I
the
can relate
edge
to
of the
that.
ravine there. He takes you over to the side of the ravine. You can just see like blood stains off the edge, and the cuirass of somebody's armor that's been like crushed.
Well, this is not good.
About how long of a wagon ride was this? Would this count as like a bit of a rest for stress and harm?
Yes, because you're in
purposes?
the wagon, you would have got less short rest. Yes.
Okay.
So how
just
much would be reduced?
Let's check what I've actually written here for it. So your harm doesn't change. You can recover one stressor.
Hell yeah.
Every little bit helps.
I do love a good Tesco shop.
Yes, we're going to have to requisition reinforcements before any rescue attempts can be made, I think. It's far too dangerous to sacrifice more lives down there. And that's the peasants kind of get angry and start yelling again about how they're supposed to be here to help them and they're not doing their jobs and they're cowards.
I mean, we're already heading to the capital to pass on a message from the magistrate at Port Thrana. I mean, we could make a pit stop to help these people out, or we could pass on their own message.
The more good deeds, the better, right?
For the greater good.
Yeah, depending on who you believe.
Yeah, true. Shit.
Do you think we'd have better luck than these guardsmen?
Kind of barely survived our last little subterranean venture.
And neither did our charges.
As you're standing discussing this, you can hear a scraping, scuttling sound from down in the dark somewhere.
What was that?
I don't know.
Just take a peek over the edge.
Do you want to roll a quick for me? As you
I
take a
do.
peek.
And that's because I got 3 dots. That's 3d6.
That's correct. 3
Fail.
fails. That's pretty wonderful. Do you want to take 2 straight and roll another dice?
If I take 2 stress, that's gonna instantly give me a trauma.
Which would put
So
you
I
out
think-
of action, so that'd probably not be wise there.
Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna fucking take it on the chin.
Yes, you lean over the edge just in time for this massive, multi-limbed centipede creature to come bursting out from the ground in front of you and
Holy
wrap
fuck.
its massive fangs as they dig into the side of your ribs. Take a harm.
Ouch.
And it lifts you 10, 15 feet up in the air above the edge of the cliff. Maybe half of its body is extended outwards, while the other half grips the side of the ravine.
Oh no, person in my team, no.
Hey, drop him.
If I can reach its eyes, I would very much like to start stabbing it in the eyes.
Yes, I mean it has like 6 orbs, half orbs, just on top of its carapace, on either direction, left and right hand side of the large skull. So you can give me a forceful roll if you want to stab at it.
Shit. No dots in this one, so
2 dice, pick the worst.
a
So
5. All right.
Not bad. Okay. Yes, you stab at the eyes, or the ones you can reach at least, because you've only got little arms. And they're quite hard. They're kind of like crusty when you stab into them. But you manage to like stab and twist, and the thing shrieks with anger, and it lets you go with its fangs, and you drop the 15 feet and hit the ground.
Can I
Oh,
cast?
for fuck's sake.
Oh god. Can I cast Fireball?
Of course you can.
I would say that's quick.
If you're trying to just like throw it out, yeah.
Yeah. So I got 2d6.
Is this like, do you just like cup your hands together like it's a baseball, or do you just hurl one hand at it, or what?
So I literally, it's like throwing a shot put.
Right. And is it just like a normal looking flame, or does it have like a magical quality to it?
Pink.
Bright pink.
Everything's pink about Lucinda. She's blonde hair, wears pink silk. She's pink.
Allied with Finch.
As Croak falls 15 feet from the thing's fangs, this massive pink fireball hurtles through the air, singeing his clothes with fire, and smacks into the underside of the creature's jaw. The thing shrieks with pain and scurries down backwards into the ravine.
What the hell was that?
Fireball?
Elias shoots over to the.
Not the fireball, that.
Elias shoots over to the guards. Like, how many of these did you say there were?
You turn around and the guard is already running halfway up to the fort.
Oh,
Oi!
hey, come back!
He doesn't even turn around.
Would my charm still be working on him, or has this shaken him too much?
Your charm still be working on him, but it doesn't make
Hey,
him
do
any
you mind
braver.
Hey, do you mind if you just slow down so that we can catch up, darling?
Yeah, you can yell this after him. He's like, "Run for your lives!"
Yes, that, but slow down for me, please.
Safety in the tower. This way, ma'am.
Understandable. Follow the man?
I'm going to. Might as well.
If we must.
Yeah, you'll run away up to the fort after him. The peasantry are like in a panic, and one woman's yelling, "But my daughter! What about my daughter?"
Wait, where's your daughter?
They took her down the ravine. They're probably feeding her to that creature.
Who wants to join me to save a little girl?
I wouldn't mind it.
I would mind it very much, but I will.
I look at Bort's character. I forgot his name. I'm sorry.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not? I'm kind of pissed and wanting to stab something.
All right, that's good. You need anger. Let's go.
Croak's like marks around his ribs where the thing bit into him are just like dripping blood.
All right, so does anyone have it? So how we go down the ravine? Just go down? Or what?
Yes, I mean
it's
it's
a jump.
yeah, sorry, it's a very steep ravine, but it looks as if something is already like climbed up one side of it. You can see iron rivets have been dug in crudely into the rock at various intervals, which would give you a way to sort of climb down one at a time.
I'm going to use my grappling. No.
I feel there's going to be a repeat of that cell.
Yeah.
Perhaps one of us that can see in the dark should go first.
Never talked about, dark vision. Dark.
Couldn't.
I have torches, so all right, I'm going down.
Yeah, I can also see in the dark though.
Couldn't one of us transform? You can't transform into anything else, can you? And he looks at Lucy's character. Oh, Lucy the character, sorry.
What's that?
Was she called Lucy? Am I mispronouncing that?
Yes,
Or,
let's say Lucinda, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I zoned out. What?
can you transform into anything else? He's asking.
I can turn into a fox.
Or nothing that can fly down now.
Yeah, but it can go underground. And go into small spaces because fox.
It won't make the climb any easier.
Well, I would say I'm pretty good at climbing. I mean, back home I do a lot of climbing. I sleep in trees a lot.
All right, climbing down. Here we go. Do I need to roll anything?
Are you using like a rope or something for extra support, or are you just using the iron pegs?
Can I roll careful?
I am using my sickle to slide down a little.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm gonna roll careful.
I have a grappling hook, so
what would you like to roll with, Delphina?
careful.
That makes sense. Give me a careful roll.
I have one dot in careful, so
1 dice.
Yes.
You know what you can do?
Yes. Stop it.
Yes, you both sort of like make your way down simultaneously into the cavern, and you find that the cavern, there's some sort of like naturally formed cave at the bottom of it. And just as you're lowering yourself down, you can see these long, unsettling looking antennas just kind of scurry away down that tunnel.
Hmm.
Well, that's a thing.
At the very
Yeah,
bottom.
Krug's,
Sorry, on you go.
Krug's just going to use grappling hook and just rappel down as quickly as possible. He's definitely wanting to stab something really bad.
Sure, you don't need a roll for that. You can just go down.
Oh, fair enough.
The hell, I have a grab. Never mind.
And I will use an adventuring gear.
I asked you, Glim, if you're using a rope or anything.
Yeah, you did say a rope. No, I'm sliding down.
And presumably, we can leave one of the ropes bound here to climb back up.
Yeah.
Yes, you both like slide your way down, and the loose footing at the bottom sort of gives way to the gravel, and you can see there's a steep incline leading downwards into a cave. You can see the torn, shredded clothing that's caught in one of the stalagmites, and the crushed body of one of the guards, whose body's been like ripped into two.
Ew.
Oh, Jesus.
Don't suppose there's anything useful.
He has a sword. His armor's kind of wrecked, but he has a sword. A typical broadsword.
Right, nothing I can use, so.
So, can we tell him what's torn through his armor? Does it look to be the insect teeth?
Yeah, so he's been like cut in half at the waist. Kind of similar wounds to that you can see on Croak.
I'm amazed that you managed to escape that.
Is there any rats or anything in here? Or
Rats.
There's no rats, but I believe you have an ability you can like quit ask the environment.
alright, time to ask these rocks.
Do these rocks have names like the other rocks?
I mean, okay. You really want me to keep doing that? Take a rock. Brad. What is down here?
And the rock whispers to you, it's the pigmen.
Did you just say pigmen?
Yeah, the beast, the half beast, half man.
And they're pigs.
Yes, the ones that live below.
They're a pigment. By the way, you guys can hear this. I'm saying this out loud.
Yeah,
They're a pigmen.
She's just talking to a rock.
There are pigmen down here that live down here. This is what you're saying, Brad.
Yeah, don't you? How do you not know that?
Haven't been out lately.
Hey, maybe we should continue on. Alive is the best.
So I rely on this. I'm like, there are pigmen down here.
And where were you getting that from?
Brad, about the rock. I'm very serious looking too.
Not tax or something?
Are you okay?
I'm fine. What are you talking about?
You're talking to a rock.
I talk to rocks.
Yes, we can see that.
I mean, you were also talking to your zombie dog.
Excuse me,
so...
at least we got telepathic communication.
Right. Sure.
I can understand talking to a pet, but not a rock.
I was taught how to do that, but yeah, they said there's danger up ahead. It's up to you to
I mean,
make.
it makes sense.
Well, we know there's danger up ahead, but what we're going to do about it?
What all adventurers do best. She takes out her hammer and sickle. Communism. Shut up, Dark.
That didn't say anything.
I know it was in your head.
Must fight for the motherland.
Oh my god, are we actually gonna have a communist rock?
No, the rock is the motherland.
No, it's how I built my character actually. But
Yeah,
yeah,
but I'm saying the motherland. It's made up of rocks.
yes. In stone and brick and all that. But anyway, yes. Weapons ready, just in case.
So you're descending into the tunnel, correct?
I don't like how you said that.
Someone mentioned tracking. I mean, does anyone have like a skill for that?
I can have a look. I have intuition.
That could work.
I have nature and awareness.
Awareness would work if you're aware.
I've only got stealth, so I'm doing that.
I have hiding.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone wants to like study the area and look for tracks and stuff like that, you can roll with careful, and you can get an extra dice if you've got awareness or intuition or anything like that.
So wait, what is it? Rolling?
You're careful, and then you get an
Careful.
extra dice if you have a skill that applies like intuition or awareness or tracking or anything like that.
Cool.
Apparently,
And
I forgot about that.
10.
Would you say, Bud?
Apparently, I have awareness, which I completely forgot.
Yeah, so you could do a careful roll with that too if you wanted.
I was unaware of my awareness.
Yeah, I have awareness too, and I got 10.
I'm just
I mean, I
waiting for that.
guess so.
Yeah, so Delphina and Elias quickly notice heavy hoof prints in the dirt. They look as if they are bipedal, very heavy. You know, you can see it's very sunken down, and you can see drag marks where something heavy has been like dragged along top of these tracks after they've been imprinted into the dirt and the gravel. Lucy, you can also not only see the tracks, but you can sense a very foul, animalistic sort of mana energy that's been like left as a trail here.
I can sense a sort of foul, animalistic energy that has been left as a trail here.
Every time.
It's so good, bro.
It's funny though.
Oh, dear God.
I don't think God's gonna help us right now.
Nope. Brad, you know. Let me put you down, Brad. Have a good day.
Be careful down there.
Before we advance, do any of you have fresh wounds from the tip?
Don't believe
As
so.
in, do any of you have harm?
Yeah.
You said
Well,
what?
Says Croak, hugging the bloodied ribs.
And frankly, I'm quite pissed that you're waiting till now to say something.
Just waiting to see if you survive.
Look, I have my
Leaking
reasons.
vital
but-
fluids.
Okay, and Elias takes some of his blood and draws sigils onto his face.
And you say I'm crazy.
Look, I didn't want to make this known to people. Okay, you know these cuffs I'm wearing. They are these practices are somewhat frowned upon by the church, but trust me, the effect of Saint Agnaya was well renowned in the past, but he's fallen out of favour, okay? And he's just scribbling these marks on him as he's talking. Like, let his light bless you. And then I'm going to use the cure ability.
Yep, so just roll 1d6 and heal that many harm.
It wasn't as effective as I hoped.
So I just straight up like untick the boxes.
Yes, 2 harm.
Okay, fantastic. That actually puts me to 0 harm. So
I imagine the gaping wounds on your ribs just kind of like knit themselves together almost instantaneously.
And Elias is kind of ambling to himself. You see that the church, they think his practices are too similar to the men in the north, so and he just kind of keeps rambling. Like he's not as savage as it appears. Like, trust me.
Yeah, anybody's near the entrance to the cave hears a loud kind of like snort.
Here come the piggies.
well, I appreciate the healing, but I think I'm gonna, probably gonna get injured again soon.
Yep. I think we should skedaddle.
Yeah, I definitely want to like stealth and then try to scout a little bit deeper in.
Sure, what approach would you like to take?
Definitely sneaky.
Well, it's sneaky, you have the stealth skill, so it gives you an extra dice.
What is it today?
Twice you've rolled 3 dice and
Wait,
failed
what
every one.
happened? Tell it. Explain what happened, and I'm going to explain what I say. Go ahead.
I guess I don't hide as well as I think I was.
You can take 2 stress and roll another dice if you wish.
That still's gonna give me a trauma.
Okay, so you don't have a torch, right? Because you can see in the dark, pretty much.
Yeah.
So yeah, you I go at this, guys. Don't worry. Crouch down. You start sneaking on ahead. Being very careful not to disturb the gravel, not to trip over anything, not to make any noise, not to make any sound. Sorry, same thing. Not to cast any light. You're hiding the glints of your weapons. You completely fail to notice the ceiling above you, the massive centipede creature, which is scurried down here and nestled in the ceiling, as its massive fangs, dripping poison, come down and once again wrap themselves around your waist, digging into your ribs and lifting you off the floor. Take a harm.
No. I'm gonna hit it with my hammer. Can I hit it with my hammer? Can I do that?
You said just the 1 harm, right?
Just 1 harm, yes. Yes, so Delphina, I mean, it's above you, it's on the ceiling. But you can throw your hammer at it if you wish.
Say, throw my harm at it. Throw my harm. It's like, what?
Throw your harm. But yeah, if you want to throw your hammer at it or your sickle, you could. You would roll a force roll for that.
Oh, dear God. No, thank you.
Do you want to use the stress?
Do I want it to have more stress on my character? Yes, because knowing you're going to do something shitty to my character.
I mean, what could I possibly do? It's already got one of your friends in its fangs. What more could happen?
So just another D6 or...
Just another d6, yeah. You're just basically spending stress to get on the dice.
You know what, man? I'm getting so fucking tired of your fucking games, let me tell you.
You can keep doing that if you want.
Yeah, and then have my character traumatized. No, thank you.
I think Elias is going to try just launching his sword at it.
Oh, God, please.
So you're launching what at it?
His short sword at it.
Okay, I love how everyone's throwing away their weapons, but on you go, forceful. Yes, you strike it with your sword. The sword sticks into between two of the segments of its exoskeleton, causing it to shriek in pain once more. It opens its fangs, it drops Croak to the ground, and it scurries off along the ceiling, along the tunnels into the distance. The heavy footsteps of the Claudin pigman step out from the edge of the tunnel, and you see this massive, armored, half pig, half man, standing about 5.5 feet tall, but just bulk, muscle, sweat. You can smell it as much as you can see it as it turns the corner, heavy club in its hand.
Told you Brad wasn't lying.
Never said he was. Just, you sounded fucking crazy.
Says the one with the fucking hellhound. Got it.
Excuse me. She is very well behaved.
Alright. Pigman, what are we doing? Bacon? Ham hocks? What are we doing?
I don't suppose whenever the thing dropped me, it dropped me kind of over the pigman.
It can drop you in front of him if you want.
If I could, I would very much like to just land on the pigman with my knife or with my blades. Try to stab him.
That sounds like a flashy maneuver.
It does.
Oh dear God, please do something cool.
Not
Pain.
Oh, I can't stop laughing.
Oh no!
Yeah, you
What is going
fall,
on with our rolls today?
you
Oh my
fall
god.
from the ceiling, square in front of the pigman, and it squeals with joy and pain, or joy rather, at being able to inflict pain so easily against such an easy target, and it smacks you with its heavy club. You take a harm.
I'm right back to where I was before I was healed.
Can I shoot an arrow, like arrows at it?
If you have a bow, you can, yeah.
I do have a bow. What would that be?
I mean, you could do it quickly, you could do it forcefully, you could take your time, be careful about it.
I'll be careful.
Is this like an aimed
Actually, no.
shot?
I'll be quick.
You want to be quick? Okay. Just a flurry of blows.
Why is it taking so long to roll the dice? There we go.
Oh, another crit!
hell!
So you can mark the quick row for having a crit as well. And at the end of the session, you'll be able to choose which one of those you want to upgrade. Yes, the arrow, you just let off as quickly as possible, trying to put the thing down before it can inflict any more damage on poor Croak, who's suffered so much today. And your arrow flies straight and true, right in the tiny gap where the eyes are. It skewered the thing in the brain, and it just falls over with a heavy thud and a clang on the ground.
You're welcome.
Oh, is it alone? Can you hear another
You can definitely hear sounds of other ones grunting and squealing and stuff further down the corridors.
Perhaps we'd better take refuge.
Yes, so there's clearly more of them further away. Down into the dark.
So is the pigman like dead?
Oh, he's dead. You got an arrow to the brain.
Hooray!
Fantastic.
Alright, so what are we doing now? There's dead pig here.
Alliance
Make
is
some
going
bacon?
to scoop
Hell
up.
yeah.
Hiding. I'm hiding.
All right, let's do the sneaky thing. I'm gonna go sneaky, right? Right. But I'm not gonna use roll 20. I'm gonna use the dice roll system. So how many dice do I need?
You're rolling sneaky, yeah. So how many dots you got in sneaky?
Incidentally, how do you kit if you only have one dot in something?
You'll have to take stress to get extra dice.
Right.
4?
Yes, you sneak along the passageway. Perhaps you're listening to the rocks as guidance. You come up and it's like the tunnel like twists around a corner and downwards, and as you do so, the smell just like hits you in the face. This warm, putrid smell of feces and just sweat, and you can hear, many of these like pig creatures having activity down the tunnel. You see at least 3 or 4 of them like kind of cross a section, and they seem to be dragging something behind them, like a sack or a body perhaps.
Yuck. Smells like failure.
Yes, I mean, they don't notice you. One of them that's like following at the rear just kind of like kicks the thing that they're dragging. So what would you like to do now?
Going to once again attempt to try to get into like stealth.
I'm gonna ask one of the rocks if they can jiggle and hit one of the pigs, if that's possible.
I mean, the rocks can talk to you and express what they've seen, what they've heard, what they've experienced, but they can't like move. They don't have any form of locomotion.
Okay, so that makes sense.
Was this you try to sneak again and rolling 3 dice and failing every one of them again?
Amazing.
What happened?
Just rolled another 3 just for fun, just to see, and yeah, no, that one I would have succeeded, but no, I didn't succeed.
Yes, so you go ahead of Dolphina trying to sneak around the corner and get behind the 3 pigs that she's witnessed, I'm assuming. Unbeknownst to you, there's a 4th one who then rounds the corner just in time to see you, and it lets out a squeal of glee, it sounds like almost.
Shit.
As it comes charging towards you with its club, drawing the attention of the other 3, who then drop what they're dragging and turn around and then close in on you, Kroark.
Fuck it, I'm a distraction now.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna throw. What's up? Go ahead.
Can Elias run out and slam the club he picked up off that other pig against his shield, just to make a very loud noise?
Yeah, that's
distract him.
Yeah, that's a flashy.
Because at least I'm not surrounded by them. Oh no! I mean, I can't take stress. I'll pass out.
I mean, you can always take stress, but yes, you don't want to.
No.
Well, I think it's only fair that last time when he was calling the kobolds off you and was doing it too successfully, that now it's your turn. You run in.
Echoes way too much.
Yeah, you run in, bashing the shield, and the pigs get excited. And they all come like running towards you. So you're going to lose 2 harm.
Can I throw a rock at one? A big rock?
I mean, how big can you lift? When you're just so little.
Now I'm mad.
You could definitely pick up a rock and throw it at them, though.
Alright, that's a forceful, ain't it?
It will be, yeah. Unless you're trying to, like...
Cool!
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Sure, yeah, you hurl the rock as hard as you can and it dinks off the armour of one of the creatures.
Dinks? Man, it was a big rock. They all look at me confused, like.
Yeah.
Can I
so,
shoot more arrows?
yes, you can find more arrows. They're all like running and just start like bashing and stabbing and biting at Elias.
Okay, I'm gonna do quick then. Not bad.
Yes, 2 fails is great. Do you want to take stress and roll another one?
Oh god. Oh, I'm gonna roll. Do I really?
You need at least a 4.
Oh shit. And then one more. Fuck.
Yeah, that's a lot of stress.
I think this is where I die.
No, just I like those last two are meant to be together. I just forgot to put the 2.
Yes, you let out a flurry of arrows, thunk, 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 but in the darkness and around the corner, it's difficult, and you don't even notice what's crawling up behind you
Oh good
until
lord.
it's too late, and you feel the fangs sink into your waist, the poison coursing through your veins as it lifts you up into the air. You're going to take a harm.
Lucinda lets out the most blood-curdling scream anyone has ever heard.
I mean, I don't know. I've been bitten by the thing twice.
Alright, I'm gonna cut someone's ankle off with my sickle. Maybe this guy. Who's the closest to me?
The same guy that you dinked with the stone, since you kind of have his attention, yeah? Okay.
That one. What would that be? Just a regular roll or just...
I mean, forceful if you're doing it with all your might, quick if you're trying to maybe like trip him up, and maybe careful or clever
quick.
if you're...
Quick.
Yeah, okay, let's go. Oh my god. What are you guys doing?
No!
What? Who did you like piss off in the last week?
What is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are like... You should not have came down here, man. Yes, Delphina, yes, you quickly swipe out with your sickle to try and like trip him up, but he is far more nimble than you expected, and he just hops over your blow and lands on top of you with both hoofs. You're going to take 1 harm. Croak, they've kind of like ran away from you to run and attack Elias. You turn around and you can see the pigs like squealing and huffing with joy, and in the distance, because of your dark vision, you can also see that familiar shape of the large centipede hanging from the ceiling and Lucinda screaming in its fangs. So what would you like to do?
Oh, for fuck's sakes. On one hand, I really need to just kill the bug because it's pissed me off. On the other hand, the cleric healed me and just tried to save me and is now in trouble.
I mean, we're both in a lot of trouble.
Yeah. Would my backstab ability count for, like, any of these targets since they're busy, like, you know, either chewing on Lucinda or ganging up on Elias?
None of the pigs would see you coming, so it would work for any of them. So there's the one that's stamping on top of Delphina, and then there's the other 3 that are attacking Elias.
Can I do something?
Yeah, you can do what you like.
Oh, it's time. It's shifting time.
Into a rock.
Nope. Even better. Dark nose.
I do.
Yeah. Hammer and sickle. What else you think I'm going to be turning into?
The great Russian bear.
You're damn right.
I think I'm gonna try to backstab the bug. Try to like run and jump onto it and stab it.
That sounds all fancy, but it sounds terrifying. Go ahead.
The bug was the one I said you couldn't backstab, though. You could backstab all of the pigs.
Okay. Yeah, and that. Well, in that case, I will backstab one of the pigs attacking Elias.
Yeah, I'm gonna shapeshift into a bear, but yeah, I'll wait.
Yeah, so do you want to kill the pig or just give it a crippling injury?
Ideally, I would want to kill it, but if I can't do that, then I'll.
It's your choice of what you would do. You can do either.
I would love to kill it very much.
So describe to me what it looks like when you sneak up behind it and kill it.
Well, since it's kind of bashing on Elias, it's not really turned my way, so I'll just like, still bleeding and injured, like sneak, stumble over behind it, and then try to like just jump up on its back and then just stab it in the neck a couple times. Yeah.
Stab in between the massive kind of like plate armor that it has, and the thing grunts and squeals and just gurgles on its own blood as it like its body just like crumples and falls down with you on top of it. So Delphina, you turn into the bear. What does that look like? It says when you're turning into the bear, what does that look like?
Shit. A little person just furry and bigger.
You just swell and pulsate in size.
Yeah.
So this pig jumps on top of you both feet, kind of pleased with itself. It hops off again and it turns around to make sure that you're dead, and just as it does, it squeals and its eyes go wide with fear as you start to hulk out and grow hair, claws, fangs, and you double in size and double in size again until you're like this 8-foot tall standing bear. And then what do you do?
I hit him with a claw attack. I need to roll for that.
Forceful, that sounds like.
Seven?
That's a 4, because it's a 4 and a 3.
Oh, that's right. We don't do the totals. That's right.
It's just the highest one. Yes, you swipe at it with your claw, raking across its chest. You tear off like a plate of its armor off its chest, and the thing squeals with terror, and it goes down on all fours and runs off as quickly as it can. You now only have 2 pigs beating on you, Elias. What would you like to do?
Like, if one of them or either of them is distracted by like Quark jumping in on them, or jumping in on one of them and killing it, I'd like to try and take the opportunity to bash another skull in.
I think the roar and the sudden appearance of a bear is going to catch them off guard and gives you the opportunity to swipe out with the club if you want.
Yes, I'd like to try and just like straight through its armor into the dome.
Alright, just bash its head in. Okay, that's very much forceful then.
That's it.
Yes, you crush the plate armor and its soft skull underneath, caving in its brain, and the whole body just like falls in momentum with your blow. It's like a sack hitting the ground.
Elias is panting with exertion just from getting beat up by them.
The centipede like scurries around the ceiling, down the wall, so that half of it is kind of like twisted around and coming up again from the floor, still with Lucinda in its fangs. What would you like to do, Lucinda?
I have some of my arrows on me, so can I try and stab it?
Just grab an arrow and just like stab at it. You can already see the 2 eyes that have been like stabbed out with Kruark's dagger previously, but you have a longer reach, so you could like stab at each of the eyes if you wanted, Jess.
Yes, absolutely.
Is this like as hard as you can with force, or are you doing this quick to try and stab them all?
Yeah, so quick.
Okay, so give me a quick roll.
Yeah, no, I was just checking with you if it's quick.
Yeah, if you're just going like stab. Yes, that'd be quick.
Please, I swear.
The thing has already been stabbed in the brain. It's been stabbed in the back of the head. Someone else
It's been
bashed.
lobotomized.
Yeah, someone else, and you flamed it before as well. The thing is attacking more out of spite than anything else. And the last few blows to its eyes, and eventually your last blow just kind of like pierces the last eyeball into one of its insect brains, and the thing lets out a horrifying gurgling screech as it just dies and drops to the floor, loosening its grip on your sides.
How deep in the side would you say was its teeth?
About 6 inches. Those teeth are about 6 inches, so it's going to dig in a fair ways.
Okay, so as big as my dick. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is... Oh god, that is a lot.
Tell me, okay, so there's one more pig left?
Yes,
Sorry,
one
I'm
pig who is...
Holy shit! Sorry, I'm looking at 6 inches. That is a fucking lot.
Yes, the pig turns to face the bear that attacked its friend, and it's kind of just like in a kind of confused squeal as and it turns around and it sees that its other compatriot has been crushed in the head by Elias, and it just like panics. It drops its club and it runs as fast as it can towards Rourke.
Whoa! Oh damn! I was gonna hit him with his friend.
Yeah, I mean you can try and do that. I'm gonna say roll quick for it though, because you're trying to do it before it gets away.
Oh wait, roll quick. Sorry, I was just quickly replying.
3?
A 1, 2, or a 3 is a fail.
Okay.
What?
6? 7?
Yes, the bear picks up the body of the pig, hurls it at the other pig, completely misses it. That body slams into Kruark. Kruark, you're like slammed onto the ground with the weight of this dead pig on top of you.
Lucinda isn't going to move.
Elias is going to try to rescue his saviour from underneath the body of the pig.
Do I take a harm?
I mean, I don't want to be cruel, but yes.
Dark, please. You made it hit him, so don't even.
Did
Yes.
Elias like jump in front of the body then?
If Elias wants to take the blow, yes.
Actually, that kind of isn't fair because that wasn't that should have been like a natural 1 that would have hit him.
I mean,
was
it's
just
not. There's no critical fails. They're just fails, and things get worse when you fail.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll take it because that'll put me to 1 injury, I think.
Elias jumps to intervene, and the pig man who's running away runs past the two of you around the corner, squealing as he goes.
Now, how did injuries work in this again?
If you've taken an injury, you go down to there's a list of like injury conditions, and you just pick what's appropriate. And
I
write it in.
definitely have an injury. God damn.
So, I'm going to say that the armoured pig like hits right into his chest and breaks his ribs. A couple of ribs, probably.
Yeah, because it's a very heavy weight, it's armoured, and the bear threw it, so there's a lot of force behind it.
Yeah, and he just gets like hit against the cave wall or something.
I would say that Lucinda is poisoned.
Yes, that sounds. You can like, the venom is just like dripping out of the wound, and you can feel the pain of it pulsating through your veins.
She's just screaming.
And you can hear the echoes of the pig squeal, the two pig men squealing as they tear off down the caves.
And she's also just crying.
At this point, Croak,
Okay.
you can see the thing that they were dragging was the body of a young man who's been beaten to death.
Yeah, so he's gone, right?
Oh, he's very much dead.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, I got a little confused. So I didn't take that third harm, or
You
did
did not know. Elias jumped in the
took
river.
it.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, that's cool.
So he's currently wrestling a pig corpse off himself.
There like any sort of identifying anything that's on the body of the poor beaten man, or
He very clearly appears to be a farmer of some sort. You can tell by his clothing and by the state of his hands. The rest of him is like beaten black and blue and bloody.
yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, there seems to be more of them. Might as well. The bug's dead, so that's cool.
Elias, forces his way to his feet. And
If we could heal up, that would be ideal, but...
Yes, he half crawls to Quark. Goes, oh, thank you. Quark, was it? And he places his hand on his forehead and says that blood of the saints flow through you, and then your sigils glow. And you can cure wound again.
Roll 1d6, he heals that many harm.
I mean, as long as it's a 2, we're good.
Sorry for throwing that at you.
Elias doesn't even know what you mean. He just saw the body flung at him.
Where did that bear come from?
I mean, the bear's gone now.
Somebody's out here throwing bears. It's kind of crazy.
Throwing bears.
You just turn around and see Lucinda there, bleeding from her ribs, and she looks very pale.
She is very weak when it comes to her knees, and I think she's about to topple over.
And as she does so, she's going to vomit.
Oh, yay!
Good lord. And Elias rushes over to her and then uses some of his own blood to paint on her throat. And I'm going to try and cure poison this time.
Yep.
Which is the same thing. I don't know if you can roll... isn't it? You can't roll healing with that. It just says neutralize poison, remove curse.
It'll neutralize the poison so that it won't continue to poison her, yeah.
The blood of the saints protects from disease, and he's coughing up his own blood.
I would say if this isn't cured soon, she's gonna start coughing up her blood.
Yeah, this will prevent it from getting any worse.
Yes.
Yeah. And also they're deep wounds, 6 inches is a lot.
Upon doing that, Elias just looks drained. And he's just kind of... I mean, he's got 2 broken ribs, so he's panting even harder than he was a moment ago. Where do you think they got this armor from?
No idea.
Well, how many do you think there are? I don't know if we can survive another.
Yeah,
Not if you keep rolling like that, you won't.
starting to think we should have just kept on riding.
We already have some people relying on us.
Somewhere in the distance, you can hear the echoey cries of a child.
I quickly sprint towards it.
By the heavens. We have to do this, don't we?
Lucinda is going to stay there because, yeah.
Are you taking any care to remain hidden, Delphina, or are you just sprinting down the cave?
Fine, I'm gonna sneak too.
Give me a sneaky roll then.
Not really. Four.
Yes, you run down there, and partly because you're so small and it's so dark. You see the two pigs that were running ahead of you running into a larger chamber, and there seems to be another handful of pigs standing around. There's 4 people that have been chained or tied up to wooden stakes that have been driven into the wall. 2 of them appear to be young children, one a girl, one a boy. There's also a young man there, and he looks like he's just been beaten to pieces. But he still seems to be alive and breathing. He's whimpering softly as the pigs beat on him. And the 2 pigs that you followed start honking and grunting at the ones that are already standing there. Some form of crude communication between them.
I can shapeshift in one of them, can't I? Or is it just animal?
I think because they're sentient, they wouldn't be classed as animals. But you've definitely seen a pig before. You could turn into a pig or a hog.
No, boar.
Boar was the word I was looking for. Yeah.
Because they're bigger.
This one is winded already. Sure, I mean, God, boards get pretty big. I take it you're going for the biggest one you can imagine.
Yes. Yes, I am.
So your body starts to swell and pulsate, the tusks grow out, your hands become hoofs, you double and double in size again, and you become this massive sized boar. I think the biggest boar I've seen is 5-6 feet long.
Yeah.
Yeah, they grow to a huge size. And what do you do once you're in boar form?
Now who's right in front of me?
The 2 that you were following, I think, would be closest to you, and they would have their back to you as well because they're talking to the other pigs.
Oh, well, they're gonna get, bowling balled. So I'm gonna just charge in. Is that alright? Yeah.
Okay, I guess forceful is just charging into them.
Ooh, 5-2?
Yeah, if you got the full success, I would have said you would have hit both of them at the same time. But one of them kind of hears you, turns around, sees that you're coming, and dives out of the way. But you charge into the other one and drive your tusks right into his chest plate, piercing through it into his big, fat, blubbery hide. The thing coughs and splutters as you pierce its heart, and it dies on the end of your horns. The other 2 pigs, or the other 3 pigs, panic, and they start to squeal excitedly and reach for their weapons.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so they'll reach for their weapons and try to surround you.
The one that dodged, can I hoof him?
Yeah, do you want to roll clever for that?
Clever. Oh dear, this is going to be interesting.
I mean, you can make an argument for quick if you prefer that.
No.
Do you want to do the stress thing that you love so much?
No!
Oh my god.
That's why I don't do stress.
Sure, you kick out with your hind legs, but the pigs are too quick for you, and one of them pulls out this really nasty looking serrated black iron short sword, and he just like drives it into the side of your belly. Take a harm.
Alright.
What about the rest of you? What would you guys like to do?
Lucinda is currently out of this area, so nothing.
Oh, you took an injury, didn't you? Yeah, you're out of it.
Yep. Yeah, she's currently on the floor with 6-inch marks in her abdomen.
I mean, Elias took an injury as well, so is he completely out of it?
Yeah, you're kind of like out of action. Well, I mean, you attended her venom, so Lucinda could get up and do stuff.
Yeah, but she's resting because she doesn't want to risk it.
Where's your hellhound?
Oh, I left her upstairs.
Alright.
Because I don't want her injured.
Teleporting hellhound.
If Tango Mango heard her screaming,
Come
probably
rushing to her aid.
yeah. Would you say Tango Mango is there?
Well, you said you had a psychic bond, and it's a spirit technically, so yeah.
Yeah, so I'm guessing Tango Mango just appeared.
Comes, I mean, it's still small, so it comes like bounding down like a little puppy down the tunnel.
And starts looking at the wound.
Ferocious,
And the-
slabbering, half decomposed face.
And it heals the wound more.
What about you, Croak? What would you like to do? It's Croak, isn't it?
Yeah, trying to decide if I want to risk stealthing again, but yeah, I mean it's what I do. I might as well.
Probability-wise, you can't feel it a third time.
Okay, see, now that you fucking said it,
You should be
you could have just
succeeding.
kept that to yourself. You should have just kept it to yourself.
You should be succeeding every time you roll 2 dice, man. There you go.
I was about to say.
Sneak finally into the chamber. You see the boar surrounded by 3 pigs. You see the people tied up on the wall. And you see one of the pigs pull out this nasty sword and stab the boar in the side. So you are completely unseen. You've got free roam to position yourself however you wish.
Fantastic. I would like to just immediately leave and retire. And no, I'm just kidding.
I wouldn't blame you for it though.
One of the pigs is already sort of limping because he's already been damaged. The other 2 are unscathed.
I want to try to throw my dagger at the one that's injured, and hopefully kill him.
I mean, your backstab ability allows you just to outright kill one at will.
Oh, fantastic then. Yeah, I would very much like to just outright kill him. Or actually no, if I could just kill any of them, I'll kill one of the uninjured ones.
Do you want to get the uninjured one that's closest to the people that are tied up?
Yes.
So,
Was going to be my next question.
an expert trick shot throw almost as you spin your dagger over the boar, arc it across the cavern, and bring it square dink between the ears of the other pig in the far side of the cavern, skewering its brain, and the thing just goes straight, rigid for a moment, and then just like falls over to the side.
Yeah, and then I'll kind of circle around and just try to remain hidden as much as I can, because holy shit.
Delphina, what would you like to do now?
Hurt people, that's what.
What would you like to do?
He's not lying, you know.
Hey, do I still have that pig on my tusk?
Sure, if you like.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit somebody with it. I'm gonna hit him.
Anyway, this
The one that stabbed me. The one that stabbed.
Yeah, so like spin around and just like slam the other pig into him.
Yes.
I think that's forceful again.
3, 4. Three, 4.
Oh, sorry, I didn't even see it. This thing doesn't make a noise half the time.
Yeah, I didn't get a noise there either.
Yeah, you turn around and slam the pig's body into him, and the weight and the force of it knocks him over. And you can hear a crunch and a snap as his ankle breaks, just from the sheer weight as it topples over on its side. You've now got one pig on either side of you, both of them injured. I guess Rourke, since you're in the same chamber, if you wanted to do something. You can see now that that pig's obviously lying on the ground with a broken ankle, and the other one's still hobbling, sort of looking around left and right for a way to get out of this situation, perhaps.
Sorry, was that towards me? I'm so sorry.
Yes, that was torture.
Yeah, I'll try to see if I can retrieve my dagger from the one I just killed, and then throw it again at the remaining one.
Do you want to roll a sneaky for that one? Extra dice because you're stealth.
I don't, but I'll do it anyways.
Well, it's sneaky because you're trying to get around them without being seen, right? To get your dagger back.
Yeah.
And then you're making an attack. It's a sneak attack again, so it's all kind of one action.
Yeah, if I can. Oh my god, okay.
Yeah, so you get around the side of them because they're too distracted. Pull the dagger out of this thing's body, and then what's the attack like?
Again, throwing it at the at basically whichever one's farthest away from me, and I guess the people.
So the one without the broken ankle, the other one's just kind of hobbling around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're just like an expert dagger thrower. You hurl it through the air, and it comes this time like right down the thing's snout, and it almost like inhales the dagger as it comes into contact with it. Right up its nose and deep into its brain. The thing kind of like coughs and snorts a couple of times as if it's like desperate for breath, but at the same time the blood is kind of like seeping down from the brainstem into the nose. And the thing just lurches forward and hits the ground dead.
Fantastic.
Dolphina, I mean, you've got this one on the ground with his broken ankle. Do you might just mash it to death?
No, sure.
So just tell me what that looks like. You don't need to roll for it.
Well, I slam his buddy into him, and then I just start trampling him. How you like it? How you like it?
Yes, the beaten bloody man that's like tied up is like spitting blood in its direction and starts to like yell as excitedly as he can muster as you beat the thing to death.
And I morph back to a little half pint.
Yep, your boots all, or maybe your hands all covered in blood.
So yeah, you said there was a little girl, there was 2 kids or what?
Yeah, a little girl, a little boy who's a little older. He's maybe like 11, 12 years old. She's maybe about 7 or 8. There's a young man and an older woman.
I go to the little girl. Your daddy sent us to save you.
He did?
Yep, he sure did.
I knew he'd come for us.
He would, but he's fighting. So he can trust into us.
You turned into a pig.
What?
You turned into a pig. I saw that.
Yeah. Yeah. I can do that. turned into mini animals.
But you're a good pig.
Yes. All right, let's get you out of these things.
Yes, they're tied up with very crude chains and rope. They're not so easily undone with your nimble fingers.
I use my scythe. What the hell? Gently.
I forgot you had the efficiency of the socialist program behind you.
Yes. Kind of.
Yes, just slice the ropes off with your scythe in short order. The man and woman fall to their knees. The woman tries to help him up because he's coughing and holding his chest. Oh, praise the gods! Thank God you came. Is it just the two of you? You're so small. Because you're both short.
Wait, who else is the goblin?
That's a gnome and a goblin, so yeah, you're both tiny.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, never judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
Thank you. However can we repay you?
Don't suppose you know a way out of here?
Just the way they brought us in.
And which way
Well,
was that?
I mean, the way that we came.
Okay, well, let's go.
Was hoping for an easier way out, but that works too, I guess.
Six of you backtrack your way up and you find Elias and Lucinda. And the Tango Mango, who's now manifested at some point.
Everyone's gonna panic again.
We found them.
I would say Tango Mango is the size of a puppy right now, so why would they panic? It's cute.
It's still like a rotting faced demon dog.
Yeah, but it's facing me.
Okay, so they're gonna be even more shocked when it turns.
Yes, and of course the massive corpse of the dead centipede is also lying up here, as well as the dead pigs. One with a crushed head and such. The old woman exclaims, seeing all these corpses. She's like, I can't believe you did all this.
Yeah, we're pretty cool.
How fortunate we are that such great warriors came our way. And yet you're also not warrior-like. Is that a dog?
Oh yeah, this is Tango Mango. Just so you know, they're fine.
The look of confusion in her face just increases.
And Tango Mango turns around.
Yeah, Elias is spluttering up blood a few meters away.
Is he all right? He looks
Oh yeah,
injured.
no. He's just a hellhound.
No,
And we get
it's like not the dog. I mean that man there.
Oh right.
I just need to sleep it off. And he's like trying to climb up against the cave wall.
No, but you can't rest here. We must hurry, or the Chudhogs will return.
The what?
The Chudhogs. Those things. That's what they are.
Right, well, no objections to me.
She nods and she's got the man, one arm over her shoulder, and she's dragging him along, and the little boy's trying to help as well. You make your way up the passageway up to the bottom of the ravine, and one by one you slowly start to climb up the ropes and the climbing holds that have been secured onto the rock. After time, you're able to pull yourself up the height of the ravine and onto the grasslands, and the soft wind and the fresh air blowing in your face.
Yeah, we are not so good in the dark places.
No, we don't. We're not. Thoughts on how to fix it?
Oh, fix the hole in the ground? I don't think there's any fixing this.
The wee girl runs off towards the remaining houses to try and find her father. The man and woman look around furtively. Are the guards all dead?
I certainly hope not.
But why were they not with you?
Because they sent us.
Yeah, they sent us.
I don't understand. They're sworn to protect us.
Yeah, they got kind of slightly wiped out. It was only like majority of them. They had to protect the fort.
Yes, they were occupied protecting the remaining citizenry. He's bleeding from the mouth. So they couldn't spare any forces.
So once again, they sent us.
Yeah.
And we wanted the exercise, right? Right?
No.
Right.
No gain.
I really think your friend needs some attention. He seems quite ill.
Yeah, we all kind of do.
Well, there must be herbs and bandages in the village still. Please, come this way.
Oh, yes, please. Yes, have some.
Please, God, yes.
The lot of you kind of hobble your way over to the remains of the village.
We got a hobble.
Where you find a crowd of villagers and then they start hugging each other. They come up to you all and they start like shaking your hands aggressively. I don't know how we're going to pay you. Thank you so much.
Oh god, where did it go? Sorry, not in game. I dropped a dice. And it was the frog dice. Sorry.
That was still in character. That wasn't funny.
It's an ill woman.
Yes, they look at you, Elias, and they're like, "Dear God, man, what happened to you?"
Me and my companion here, and he gestures to listen that our injuries may be slightly worse.
Yes, I think I'm poisoned too. Am I poisoned? I look up. Yeah, God, am I poisoned?
You got bit by the centipede, didn't you?
No, but you said that guy had a weird tar black thing.
Oh, no, you just had a very nasty, ragged-looking blade.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that bite didn't poison, did it, because it wasn't an injury? Or did that one poison?
No, hers
No.
was an injury, that's why hers was like the venomous one.
Okay. Yes, we're gonna need medical attention. We're gonna need hot baths.
Yes, and we need to get back on the road.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, you're welcome to stay here as long as you need to rest, but I'm not sure how safe it is to stay here now.
Yeah, we're fine.
Well, where will all of you go once we've gone?
But we need to flee to the next village. There must be somewhere that's untouched by this calamity. But where have you came from? The port? The port must be intact still, surely.
No.
Move inland as much as you can.
Kinda got massively destroyed.
The entire town?
Pretty much.
Oh. They're looking at each other as if they were expecting like help to maybe come from the port.
Are you alright?
Well, I guess we need to head west and find more villages. There must be somewhere that was untouched. Surely it can't be like this everywhere.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Rock falls from the sky.
Is that normal here, raining rocks?
Wait a minute, what the hell are you doing? Who?
No, I was only joking about that.
Yeah, that's the mark of death. What the hell?
She says.
Fun
as,
fact,
as the sky begins to rain rocks.
It's the DM way of like getting rid of players.
Yes, but I mean, they do have herbs and bandages and medicines, and they can attempt to help heal an injury if someone has an injury.
I would say that Lucinda does need a tiny bit of bandaging off, since the wounds, even though they're mainly healed, will still weep a bit of plasma and fluids and blood.
Yeah, well, I mean, you still have the injury. It resets your harm when you take one, but you still, like, right in and have an injury until it gets healed.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I still have my concussion. I would like to get rid of that.
I will... There you go.
Can Elias like try to, like, if not help directly, direct them on like proper treatment?
Yeah, I was
If it's
going
not-
to get you to roll it since you have the healing skill.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing careful with an extra dice for the healing skill.
Let's see.
I will just do one roll and apply it for everyone, I think. It's a 5. I think that's just 1. One per die. Yes, so you have a healing clock. Or like a bar of 4 bars that says heal and then healed. So you can mark off one of those boxes. Once all 4 have been marked, you can heal an injury.
Yay!
It's that I should probably have done that on the car on the way in, but honestly, I didn't even realise.
Yeah, so I mean, you're patching people up a little bit, but I mean, you're doing with like peasants medicine. It's not exactly the most ideal.
Yeah.
I think while you're like sort of patching each other up, the guard that you saw earlier with his colleague come marching down from the fort. You're back already?
Yeah.
I think it's
You aren't going to say we have to go deeper, do you? Are you?
No, I'm surprised you made it back. How was it down there? Was there many of them?
Hundreds.
Did you know of these chud hog things?
Well, everyone's heard legends of the Chud Hog, but I don't think anyone's ever seen one before.
I've seen several more than I intended to.
You're most fortunate that you made it back at all.
How many
Several of our armed and trained men were lost.
was it? 4 and the giant centipede? Elias looks at his companions.
No, it was definitely hundreds of pigmen and a giant centipede.
That sounds ridiculous. You couldn't have made it out there alive if there was hundreds of them.
I mean, we are bleeding profusely.
Yes, but you're in one piece for the most part.
Yeah, because we're just that awesome.
Hang on.
I mean, I do have the deception, so.
Oh, I mean, if you want to roll and lie to him, yeah, it's sneaky. Extra dice for deception.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Going to
I think
try my luck.
you're overplaying your hand by a wee bit. But
Yeah, I mean,
He's done a roll now with the sixes, and he's all like self-confident and shit, man.
yeah.
Okay, yes, I mean, you're extremely convincing in your argument.
Right, I am.
Hundreds. That means that there's an army of them. We must ride to Erenal.
Yep, definitely do that.
The generals must know that there's an army of them on the way.
we're actually on our way there at the moment. Well, not this moment, but we'd appreciate the escort.
But yes, of course, as long as you can keep up. Come, we have horses at the fort. And, well, sadly we don't have enough men to man them all, so I guess you could take them.
How many horses?
There's enough horses for you to have one each.
I'm fine personally.
Yeah, me too, actually.
You could let your hound rest its legs.
I'll definitely take a horse.
Hold on a minute. I go up to the horses. You. The left one. How fast are you?
But can you talk to horses as well?
I can talk to anything.
But does it understand?
Well, we'll find out.
This particular horse informs you that it is in fact the fastest horse on the continent.
Okay. I asked that same question to the middle horse.
No, that other horse is full of shit. I am the fastest horse on this continent.
And then the last one.
Those two horses are assholes, don't listen to them.
This is gonna be difficult.
Is it, though?
Colors?
The first one is a black horse, the other two are brown. And the fourth one is
The
white.
black horse. And yes, because of that reason, the black.
Wow.
Hey, I've seen Stallion, okay?
Okay, yeah, you walk up to that and you say, I choose you. And then the horse like raises his head and neighs and says, you're not going to ride me. Look at the size of you.
I'm not gonna ride you. He is. Yeah. I'm not gonna ride you. He is. I point
Who are you pointing to?
to Greenback.
Rourke?
Yes.
The horse like turns around and shows its ass to you.
I guess that means.
No one else hears the horse he's talking, of course.
Guy
What?
talks to, like, everything, apparently.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Choose that horse.
I'm not sure if I will.
Okay. Choose which one.
You tend to talk to weird things.
I just talked to the horse to see which one was faster for you. Jesus.
And that's why the horse is showing me its ass.
Elias just walks between them and sees if any of them seem to react negatively to his presence. And he picks the one that seems the calmest.
Yes, the one at the back that he didn't talk to, the white horse, seems to just kind of like standing there quietly eating.
And he'll just try and mount it, I guess.
I mean, yeah, it's a horse.
Well, yeah, but I was thinking it was gonna bite me, and that should be like immediately throw him and trample him.
So pessimistic, man. Why would that happen? No, the guards help you saddle them up, and you can like get on the horses, no problem. The first couple might be kind of stroppy about any of you getting on them, but they're not going to actively resist you.
All right, pick whatever horse you want.
Question is, have any of us ridden before?
Oh, absolutely not.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy to ride the horse for the goblin and the gnome.
First of all, I'm turning into the black horse.
I kind of guessed.
Yeah, you guys
That's
turn. Yeah, you guys turn around. All of a sudden, there's an extra horse there with red hair.
I'm luxurious.
Wait, can you talk in animal form?
That's up to Dark.
I mean, if you turn into an actual animal, I wouldn't think so, because the animal doesn't.
Then.
Because the animal doesn't have the capability to speak.
I just swoosh my hair then.
It still
Just
has.
turn into a massive fucking horse.
Imagine whatever animal she changes into, it still has her hair.
Oh my god, that is just cursed. Just like huge, like it's goblin, right?
I'm a gnome.
Gnome hair on a horse body. Like it's not a mane, it's just like gnome hair.
It's crazy.
Puffy ball of red hair.
Wow. I gotta have a fro? Okay, I get.
Is that know what the picture looked like? I can't remember now.
Oh man, long hair. Jesus Christ. That's so bad. A fro horse. I'm done. Thank you. I can unsee that.
Oh, it's not an afro you've got. It's like a big ball you've got it tied up in.
Yeah, I just walk out in my horse way.
Yes, the guards ready their horses. You know, they have a little satchel they've gathered as well. Come on, we must ride. They set off at full speed, and as they do, they pass the villagers who start jeering and yelling at them. And now you're abandoning us?
Not abandoning, we're just going on our way because we had to do something before.
I mean, do you want to? I mean, you still have the wagon, right?
Yes.
I look at the team. Should we take them? I mean,
I'm definitely not the one in charge here.
hey, you're the green one. You're the leader. So what is it, leader?
How many are there? Can we even conceivably take them all?
You could squeeze them into the cart, yeah. Or the wagon, rather.
So, I think if we take them, we're going to fall behind the guards. Like, they're not going to wait for us. But I think we should take them.
Yeah, if anything, we could always just tell them that the guards abandoned the post. Which isn't exactly a lie.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm not in this choice. We'll say.
Yeah, if no one else has any plans, then yeah, I think we'd load them into the cart. Assuming they want to go.
Yeah, they don't want to hang around here, get fucking dragged off by the chud hogs.
Yeah. Let's go, because I don't want that on my conscience.
Sure, the villagers load up with as many valuables as they can carry. Is it Tango Mango that's dragging the wagon then?
Tango Mango is because she is incredible.
Is she going to try and teleport with them, or is she just pulling it along?
just putting it along because no one else can teleport.
Yes, you set off, and it's an effort to keep up with the guards because they're obviously trained horsemen. You pass 2 more villages, and again you can see the ground has been rift open. The first village seems to be completely abandoned. The second village, some of the buildings are not just collapsed but on fire. And you can see people there, and they look dishevelled and distraught, and they like start waving their arms for help as you approach. Please, our village has been ransacked. You must help us. And the guards just like fly past them on the horses.
Out of the way, Peck. Like, damn.
Lucinda isn't gonna stop.
And Elias will call from the horse that follow with us to capital.
Sure, there's probably a couple of stray vegetables getting thrown at you as you just pass by and leave them behind.
No, he just said follow along with us.
Yeah. Come along, peasants. Follow us.
Peasants, we don't like you anyways.
Like, they can see we're bringing, like, refugees already.
Yeah, but it's people in a crisis. Logic tends to go out the window.
You get a few more miles along the road and you come to a crossroads. And by this point, the rifts in the ground have gotten thinner and they stop appearing. The buildings are starting to look left intact. And you can see beyond just like farmlands and individual like farmsteads. And beyond on the horizon, you can see the great city that sits on the lake. And the guards, of course, continue off this way. Off to the north, in the horizon, you can see the mountains and the dark clouds and the lightning that is always present there. Ominous and hovering.
Is it thunder and lightning very, very frightening me? And is there someone called Galileo?
Sure.
Mamma mia, mamma mia.
Mamma mia, let me go.
Okay, anyway. But yes.
Yes, and after time, the city of Ernal's on the horizon, you get close to it.
So you stepped in. Okay. See, I had to finish it.
You can see the fishing boats in the harbour, the wagons and the people at the gatehouse. Everything looks idyllic here, untouched. There's no sign that anything has happened. Hustle and bustle to and fro of merchants, people hogging their wares. Or hawking their wares, rather. And the guards ahead of you ride up to the gatehouse and kind of excitedly give them the news. And they're let inside the city.
All right.
How big's Tango Mango as he's pulling this wagon along?
Shy of horse size.
I mean, I guess he just looks like a diseased horse, really, at this point.
I mean, if a horse had the body type of a German Shepherd.
Yeah, I mean, it would look odd, but it's not terrifying odd, I don't think, and amongst the other horses and such, so yeah. There's no immediate reaction that would provoke anyone to do anything violent.
Yeah. I love that you just made Tango Mango absolutely, like, horrifying, even though she is the cutest thing ever.
It's a matter of perspective.
Yeah.
Well, your perspective is completely fucking wrong.
Damn.
Beauty, eye of beholder, etc., etc.
Well, I'm right, because I am gay with incredible taste.
So, frolicking.
Yes, so there is, there's all these people outside, farmsteads, people coming in with carts and goods and livestock, people coming out of the city on their way to the port to trade. Everyone here seems completely oblivious and unaware of what's happened. As you approach the gatehouse, what would you like to do?
Lucinda turns to everyone else going, I think I was oblivious to what's happened.
Fuck off. I have a rock with your name on it.
Okay, hold on.
You'll never find my birth name.
Okay. Whew. I go, yeah, it looks like that. Should we go tell the guard people about this? Or go up to the guard?
I think so. I think that would be a good idea.
Alright. While I'm walking, I morph back to small height. Awesome.
Which of you had the message?
I do. I have the message in the ring still.
And you read the message as well, didn't you?
Yeah. Whenever he handed it to me, I would have read it first thing.
Yeah, so it's a very shorthand message about a natural disaster. Tsunamis hit the port's destroyed. They require immediate aid. Anything that can be sent. They need food, water, supplies, men, horses. And then there's one name at the end that you've heard mentioned. And it was the woman and the villager that was with you in the caves before it erupted. The one that looked kind of like half mad but survived. And it's the same name that she mentioned, which is Zendriel.
Now, who was it we were to deliver this to?
Some royal motherfucker with another motherfucker.
I don't believe telling the guards that would get as far.
No, it wouldn't. Okay, wait, do we still have the paper, or?
You still have the paper, yeah. And you have the ring.
Well, green.
Let's show them the crest and ask for the highest person that it'll get us to see. I don't think there's a person too high up in the chain to deal with this catastrophe.
I mean, we're doing this on behalf of the magistrate, so if anything, it'll be probably a step up above them.
So you're approaching the guards with this proposition?
So they can direct us to the right place, I suppose.
Okay, so who's talking to him and what are you saying?
I'll just show the ring and the letter, and I'll say, like, we're couriers hired by the magistrate of Port Thrana requesting aid for a disaster.
Two of them just look at each other for a second. And he reaches down and takes the ring off you and studies it for a minute. And then leans over his shoulder and shouts back into the gatehouse. Hey, Sarge! There's a goblin down here who wants to speak to you. This very overweight man who's very squeezed into his armour comes down. Underneath the armour is a kind of like red coloured jacket and coat. And he comes down with a big thick black beard. And you can see the grease on his beard from whatever he's been eating recently. He wipes his mouth as he comes out of the doorway. And he like pulls up the buckle of his belt. What's this? Takes the ring off of the guard. Holds it in his hand. Where did you get this from?
Magistrate of Port Thrana, it's all included in the letter there, sir.
I don't read, he says, and he takes the letter and shoves it in his pocket. What does it say? What does this?
I'll just like blink at him for a second before I'll recite the letter like word for word.
Disaster? What kind of disaster? What the hell's a tsunami?
A big, watery typhoon hit the village.
Dear gods, you're so small.
Okay.
And the two of you are here delivering this message?
Yeah.
Actually, there are 4 of us.
Good god, man, what happened to you? You're covered in blood.
There was a disaster, like we told you.
Oh, you need a bath. You smell something awful.
I don't know what to say to that. I agree, but are the more pressing matters at hand?
Alright, lads, let them in. I'll take this message up to the captain, see what he says.
We'd very much appreciate that.
Gives you a sort of squinted eye. So you'd be on your best behaviour behind these walls now.
Of course. Wouldn't dream of breaking any rules.
Yeah, quite. He, like, pulls up the belt buckle of his trousers again, waddles back inside the building.
Can I pickpocket him real fast?
And you can certainly try, yeah.
Right after being told to behave.
He pissed me off. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna take my 2 stress and a trauma.
No, stop him. No.
Wait, what kind of trauma are you gonna get from this?
Fuck Fido. Oh, just have a
Daddy,
fucking
no.
panic attack.
What the fuck?
No,
I
stop
just
him.
feel
Stop him.
the weight of all my failures and I just die.
Oh, rip! Who died?
Yeah, so you reach around to grab the purse from his belt. And as you do, one of the other guards clearly sees what you're doing and reaches down and grabs you by the wrist. Oi! This one's a thief!
I was told to keep the ring on me.
The sergeant turns around, he's like, I knew as much you've stolen this ring from someone, you blackguard.
No, he didn't. Oh my god.
Why would they have written us a letter when we stole the ring?
I don't know what this bloody thing says. I told you I can't read. Alright, well, that's it. The lot of you. Shackles the lot of them. Boys.
Thanks, Green Daddy.
Look, at least speak to your captain before you make any rash decision.
I'll speak to him when I feel good and ready for it.
Well, do it right now. We're gonna get killed.
The one guard who's grabbed Croak by the wrist starts to like dragging him away. The other two kind of like step out from the gatehouse and stand in front of him to shield him away from the rest of you.
God damn it.
Don't worry, I'll be fine.
The Sarge like steps up to the rest of you with his fists on his hips in a kind of semi-intimidating manner. As for the rest of you, you're going to be keeping an eye on you while you're in here.
Yes.
Alright then, be gone. Off with the lot of you. And take those peasants in the wagon with you. Stinking up the place. Rourke is dragged into the keep house, down a flight of steps, into the dungeon where there are rows of jail cells. With a very heavy clunk of the iron key, they open one of the cells, and toss you inside on the hay. And then lock the door behind you.
Did they take anything from me or just lock me up?
They'll take your dagger, unless it's hidden.
Yeah, they'll probably taken my dagger and my cutlass, but
Oh yeah, if you got a cutlass, that'll be obvious as well.
yeah.
Yeah, they take your weapons and then they just throw them like in the corner of the cell room. One of the guards
That's fine.
like takes out a stool and like sits down on it. And just starts like picking his nails with his knife.
I mean, I have to search to see if I could just sneak my way out of this, but I'm not gonna try to get into too much trouble.
If you got any gear, you can pull out things like lockpicks and stuff like that.
I could.
Or you could flashback for it, yeah.
Yeah, I did do the whole take 2 stress thing, so now I've got a trauma, so I don't know if that's
okay.
still.
Alright, well, what trauma would you like to take then?
I don't know.
Well, you can think about that. You guys, when he gets dragged away, what do you want to do?
I don't know where Lucinda is. So where is Lucinda?
You are all like at the keep entering the gatehouse, entering the city.
Okay.
Well, I don't know what course of action we have other than waiting for the captain.
Wait for the captain. Let's hope our big friend finish his fucking sandwich.
So you guys just want to wait around.
That's a good question. What do you guys want to do?
I would like to explore the city personally.
All right, let's go.
Can we do a bit of shopping?
I mean, it's a capital
Shopping?
city. There's tons of shopping you could do.
You guys have money?
Delphina.
Good question.
Just Lucinda turns to Delphina and go, shopping?
Yeah.
Is there like a pet section in it?
Oh, yeah, I mean, they'll be selling all kinds of animals here.
Oh, no, not that. I want to see if I can buy like a bow tie.
There will be tailor shops and stuff that you can buy things like that from, yeah.
For Tango Mango.
I guess that, yeah. I mean, it's not intended for hellhounds, but you could certainly adapt it for a hellhound.
Yes, where can I go? Where? That's not what I'm wanting. Where can I go and buy a bow tie for Tango Mango?
Well, I guess that's evening wear, so you would look for an evening wear store.
Yeah. Yes.
Do you have any money?
I repeat.
I have
Money?
I have all the money.
Yeah, remember we gave her the money to hold. Or did
I
we?
have all the money in the world. No, I don't know if I got given money.
No, you don't have any money.
You're just going to like charm the shopkeepers or something.
Exactly. I'm just gonna.
Oh God! What are we the thieves?
So, is the shopkeeper a woman?
We are
The person behind the desk is a woman, yes.
Okay. Can I do charm?
You can try, yeah.
Okay, that is my last mana, and I pray that I get something good. If I don't, I'll cry. Okay, 4.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to do everything you ask them to do, but they are far more inclined to agree with you.
So, you've got such a lovely little shop here.
Oh, thanks. Me and my husband set it up a few years ago.
Oh, how long has this been going on for?
Oh, we've been here for about 12 years or so.
12 years. Oh, that must have been so difficult.
It was at first, yes, but it's done all right.
Yeah? Can you tell me more about these wonderful, wonderful bow ties?
Of course, I crafted these myself. You can see
You
the ones over
crafted
here.
them yourself?
Yes, you
Oh.
can see the ones here are a fine velvet from the north.
Do you have any that is not velvet? Because I'm not a fan of the texture personally.
Oh, yes, of course. We have some silk ones from the west here.
Do you have any cotton?
Oh, yes. We have a discount section over here. And she blows the dust off of one of the drawers and opens up.
What do they look like? What do the bow ties look like?
There's a black one with pink polka dots. There's a blue one with yellow stripes. There's a green and red spiral design one.
I'm getting the black and pink polka dots.
Of course, yeah.
I love that you're so condescending with that. Just, here's, oh, do you see the one with the polka dots? Yeah, oh, that one, I love it. Can I hold it?
So physically she doesn't change, but you can feel her rolling her eyes in the back of her head. And she's like, of course, dear.
By cast charm, she should be more happy around me.
She is. She's been very accommodating.
Just, oh, this is really, really fine craftsmanship. How long did it take you to make?
These were actually some of my earlier practice models, but they turned out pretty well.
Yeah, I can tell from your level of craftsmanship. Do you mind if I have this?
She kind of looks at you, and then she looks at Tango Mango, and then she looks at the gnome and the very bloody, stinking man standing behind you. She's like, does it mean you'll leave?
Yes, thankfully.
Then of course you can have it.
You sure?
Oh, I insist.
Oh, I appreciate that greatly. And before leaving, she puts the bow tie on Tango Mango, and it looks so perfect. And Tango Mango looks like such a handsome little girl. And I'm just...
She says as the lower half of his jaw just drops on the floor.
And they exit the shop.
You're pretty sure you can hear the door being locked behind you. So yes, Croak, as you're left in this cell, you know, it seems like the minutes are passing an hour at a time. The guards change shifts twice while you're in here. And you become more and more agitated about that ring. You do?
Yeah, I try to study the cell I'm in and see if like there's any feasible way I can escape. Or at least like if the guard ever like comes anywhere near my bars, try to swipe something.
Oh yeah, I mean, you could probably swipe keys off the guard if you distracted them. You could probably make something into a lockpick. You could probably squeeze between the bars and the window because they're not really been built for someone as small as you. I mean, getting out here shouldn't be any problem for you whatsoever.
That case, I'll just whenever nobody's watching, I'll try to slip through the bars in the window.
Do you give him a sneaky roll? Should try to do it when he's not watching.
Yeah, I guess.
There you go. That's what you're supposed to be getting all the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm supposed to be getting, but I'm not.
Yes, you squeeze through the bars quite easily. I mean, your head and your big ears are the hardest thing to get through. And you pop out street level, just poking above the pavement. And as you just roll out from the bars and dust yourself off, and you look up, and the sergeant's standing right in front of you. And beside him, a very tall man with blonde hair and a very fine-looking silver armor outfit over his velvet blue jacket. And the two of them look down at you with a somewhat look of surprise. And the sergeant exclaims and points at you and says, "Oh, this is the man right here, sir. The one I was telling you about."
Yes, the one that was unlawfully imprisoned and had his property stolen.
Yeah, terrible mix-up that, sir. Yeah, I don't read, you see, and there was some confusion about the message.
I really don't see how there was confusion. We were actually like spelling it out for you, practically. Like I was almost drawing it out for you in like a child's paints.
Yes, well, let's not meddle about the matter. Time is afoot and all that.
Yeah, the magistrate entrusted me the ring. Can I have that back, please?
The man standing next to him, who seems to be a superior officer, pushes him aside and offers his apologies. I'm terribly sorry about the incompetence of my men, and he gives you back the insignia ring.
Yeah, definitely not going to humbly accept it. I will swipe it immediately, and just rather incredulously continue dusting myself off.
Yes, I'm terribly sorry about the way you've been treated, sir. The message has, of course, been received, and actions being put in place. Aid will be sent out as soon as possible to help those at Port Thrana. Is there any way we can compensate you for this error that's been made today?
Well, normally, as the law-abiding citizen that I am, I would say no, that serving the law is its own reward. However, due to the incredible rudeness that I've been subjected to today, I would very much like room and board being provided.
Yes, I think that goes without saying. You will, of course, be provided with full accommodation on the house as part of our recompense for your situation. I believe you were here with some companions?
Yes, 4 of them.
Yes, I will make reservations for all 4 of you. You'll be able to stay at the lower rooms of the palace. I believe his kingship will wish to speak to you.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yes, there's a distressing matter that was raised in the letter. I think he'll be wanting to speak to you about the details of that and what you've witnessed.
Of course.
He's going to give you an address that you can go to and a person you can speak to when you arrive there, and they'll make sure that you're seen to once you're able to locate your companions.
Oh, yeah. Things are looking up.
Yes, please accept our full apologies for today's treatment. I'll be sure that this doesn't happen again in the future.
Yes, see to it that it doesn't happen again. And I will try to make myself look as high and mighty and, turn my nose up at him. But, I'm already staring up at him, so it's kind of null and void. But I'll just walk away with as much mock
Arrogance.
yeah, there you go. Mock arrogance as I can before I round the corner and just squeal like a little girl excitedly.
So where do you guys
and then
go?
I try to find my friends.
Yeah, where do you guys go after you get this exquisite bow tie?
We were still at
What is there?
What is there?
Yes, what other shops are there?
I mean, there's a full marketplace selling everything you can imagine. Silks,
Don't say
spices,
that.
weapons, armors. There's entertainment shows, puppets, there's entertainers, fire dancers, belly dancers.
Fine.
There's a troop of
junk
gymnasts.
store.
What, sorry?
A junk store.
A what store?
Do you mean a charity shop or something?
Yes.
I still didn't hear what you said.
A junk store.
Oh, a junk store?
Do you mean like vintage shop? Antique shop?
Yes and no. Just junk.
Do you mean like a thrift store?
Something like
Or
that.
do you mean like a tinkerer's store? I mean, they'll have all of them at various parts of the market.
I know that there's tinkering in this world. Okay, tinkering.
Okay, so imagine you excitedly lead the others down the alleyways and streets to the quieter part of the market. The shadier part of the market. You can See characters standing in the street corners, eyeing your pockets as you are walking by. And you find a store. The sign hanging over the door has been kind of like faded away, but you can very slightly see a sort of cog symbol on it. The door is kind of rickety and doesn't seem to quite fit the door frame that it's fitted in anymore. The windows are all like dusty and full of muck, so it's hard to see through them. But this is where you wanted to go, Delphino.
Interesting. And I have no money, so whatever.
You're on all time to evolve, are you?
What?
That's close into them, I suppose.
There's a sign of a loud explosion, and the door, which is barely hanging on by its hinges as it is, flies open and smacks against the wall beside it, adding another crack and dent to it. A big puff of black smoke comes like shooting out of the doorway.
Whoa. I'm going inside.
You step into the room and the place is stinking of like sulfur and soot. It's covered in black everywhere. And you can see this kind of portly little man with welder's glasses and an apron started at the far side of the room, his face black with soot. And you can see him rubbing his thick mustache and rolling up his sleeves. Damn, that one nearly took me out.
So what are you making? What are you making?
Oh, you know, I just like to put things together and see what happens sometimes.
Interesting.
He turns round to a chart and like scores out another chemical, another mineral. It's like, yep, don't want to add that one.
So what race is he?
He might be a dwarf, judging by his size and frame. He's got like a big mutton chop, sideburns, big thick mustache, and it's a kind of strawberry blonde kind of colour. He's bald on the top of his head and very thick hair around the sides. His big grubby fingers.
Interesting.
Oh, what's a beautiful young thing like you doing around here?
Roaming. You know, just checking out the city. I just saw the explosion. I wanted to see what was going on. And what are you making?
Oh, I used to love a good bit of roaming myself back in my day. It's been a while now, though. And he pulls out just a miscellaneous bunch of rivets and metal and just clunks it on the table. Ah, damn it. I need to start this thing over from scratch.
What is that?
Well, it's supposed to be an ornithopter. But I can't quite get the propulsion system working.
I don't know dick about this, do I?
No, you're just like, okay, that's the thing.
Might nature know anything about, kind of fuels or anything?
I mean, maybe in the right environment, but not here. I mean, you could roll clever if you want.
Oh god, let's see how this goes. Holy shit!
Yeah, you look at the chart behind him and the list of minerals and chemicals, and you recognise some of these names. Maybe some of them are a little different because of the language he's using, but you can make sense of it. And you can see out of the six types that he hasn't tried yet, you very definitely know that one of them would make a great propellant for the propulsion system.
Right, I pointed that one. I'm like, use that one.
Oh, are you into the sciences?
I never denied them. Mostly about nature, but if you use that one, it may work. I've seen it before.
Leans under the desk and pulls out a bottle of this liquid red stuff. Like, oh, I like a good bit of science myself. How much do you think I should use? I'll just use all of it. He starts like emptying the bottle inside the contraption.
When she sees that, she slowly backs away and covers her ears.
So don't worry, it's quite safe, he says as he starts like screwing it with a screwdriver.
Take your word. I hope it works.
Who's in the room when this happens?
Yeah, who came with me?
I mean, I think we'd probably be staying together. Personally, at least. I don't know about Lucinda. Until we can regroup.
Okay, you guys are with me.
How many of you are staying in the room when he does this?
Oh, staying in the room.
I think Elias is just kind of like in a daze. So he's not been listening and he's just kind of leaning against the wall.
Okay, so you're in the room as well.
Yes.
Alright. Oh, that's not good.
What did you do to us?
Yeah, so he starts screwing it, and then he like spins and twiddles with a couple of the dials on the thing, and the whole thing starts to vibrate, and you can see it like glowing red as it starts to heat up. It's like, oh, it's about to take off, and he dives underneath the table, and the thing like shoots up into the sky and just explodes, and the whole ceiling comes like crashing down in on the shop.
It worked.
If you're inside, take a harm.
Oh, great, you killed her. Killed them.
The rafters, the plaster, all starts caving in from the ceiling, and just clouds of dust and muck fill the air. You can hear coughing from underneath the rubble. Might have used a little too much.
From a heap of dust on the floor.
It worked, and I'm hurting. Ouch.
Elias is just choking out like, yeah, that propelled it alright.
Yeah, I think a little less next time, perhaps. Oof, that roof's going to take some doing.
Indeed. Well, I must be leaving. I hope I helped. Hope.
Oh, my name's Sigil, by the way.
Hello, Sigil. I am Delphina.
Pleasure to meet you, Delphina. Stop by any time.
Indeed. Zip.
The dust clears and Lucinda's gone.
Maybe the dog does teleport. Yes, you just leave and you start wandering the market, and after a short while you just bump into Rourke, who is you've never seen him look so happy and pleased with himself.
You're cheating on me? I knew it.
You two are an item?
I like to mess with him.
No, actually, I've just completely ignoring that comment.
Oh, you should have did that.
I managed to score us some rooms.
Oh, good, because you know you can. No one else can handle it like you can. Fucking ran into it.
It's thank you. I could really use the vest.
Yeah.
So, what part of town are they in?
The Royal Palace.
Okay, pull the other one. No, really, where are they?
Oh, so we got a
the
parlay?
palace.
Oh, good. Is Fat Boy going to be there?
Apparently, the king wants to have some talk with us about the crisis and all that.
Wonderful.
But at least for tonight, we get to rest like kings and queens. So
Yeah.
you're welcome.
Yeah, and if you're going to make your way up to the palace, you give the name at the gate, and they usher you in.
Out of character, did we catch the big guard's name?
The captain's name?
Yes.
I don't think the captain introduced himself, no.
Okay, good. I just want to know. Trust me. Keep going.
The Sarge as well, I don't think, introduced himself, did they?
No, he did not. I have names for them both, but yeah, I don't think they actually mentioned it. But yes, so you give the name that you were given, and you're ushered in, and one of the aides makes himself known, and this guy's wearing a blue tunic with sort of like white trimming. He has very short, cut blonde hair. It seems to be like shaved up the sides. And he will take you guys in, and he will show you to. It's the lower section of the palace, so it's obviously not the grand one that all the royalty and such would stay in. But
Did we have to go upstairs? Sorry.
Yes, you need to go up a massive like spiral staircase to get up to the palace in the first place, because it sits on this mountain peak overlooking the whole city. So even here in the lower section, your views over the city are going to be stellar.
Okay.
The rooms themselves are opulent but small. Very extremely high quality linen, very fine curtains, upholstery. You're going to have your own cabinets, your own washroom. You won't have your own servant, but there is a servant who will come by. You're instructed to take your clothes away and to give you something a bit more fitting and presentable when you meet the king.
Fantastic.
Fantastic indeed.
And we'll pick that up next time, I think.
Damn it. Oh, okay. Trust me. If we're able to do it, I'm going to do it. Watch.
I think last session, you would have got 1 XP each. This session, okay, for each one the answer is yes to, you get an XP. So, did you overcome a problem using your class ability?
I mean...
I did, actually.
I mean, talking to rocks. I mean... And I slapped a pig by being a bear.
You did it with shapeshift. You did it with backstab. And I believe you used your cure, didn't you? And your healing touch.
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone's going to get 1 XP for that. Does anyone want to nominate another player who did something awesome?
I think just the two of you, like going in and rescuing, well, was it 3 civilians? I can't remember.
4.
2 kids and an adult.
2 kids, 2 adults, yeah.
2 adults.
Appreciate it.
What?
Oh, I will always nominate a cleric that heals.
What the fuck?
Just so you can lose it again to Saint Slayer.
Listen. I absolutely need a cleric to heal because our luck is shit.
Yeah.
I mean, just
I should have healed earlier on.
Okay, so the 3 of you can get an XP each for that. And then, did you reveal something interesting about your character's past, motives, or personality?
I mean, once again, they just found out I talk to rocks. I'm not even trying to be funny either.
I think, like, Dude Tinker is a bit more unusual than that. Not that you actually did the tinkering yourself, but, you know.
I mean, Kroark definitely didn't, so...
I technically didn't know.
I think Elias did, because Elias was dropping things about the Saint and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about that. Sorry.
And how his type of magic was frowned upon.
Yeah.
So I think Elias gets one at least.
Yeah, definitely.
So we have a total of 3, or
I don't know if I brought enough attention to like the penitence like cuffs that he's wearing, but
I mean,
yeah.
you literally said the cuffs I wear are because.
Oh yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
like, I don't know if previous to that I've mentioned it enough.
I think even bringing in the Saint and how your magic is frowned upon is enough. So you can
Yeah.
get 3 in total. You guys get 2 each. In total.
So yeah. So plus, and you said we got one from
And one from last week in
session?
addition to that,
Okay.
yeah.
so that's 5, right?
No, you
Well-
have 3, Glim. Bort here has 3. And
Yeah.
Elias, you have 4.
Okay.
Wait, we're getting the one from last session. Okay.
Did any of you get a crit? I know Lucy did.
I got a crit on that. How to fix that thing?
I mean, I got a crit like last time, but that's already been done. So I didn't get a crit today.
I'm sure somebody else got a crit. You didn't get a crit, Glim. That's 1/6. You need a double 6.
Lucinda got 2 crits, I believe.
Yeah, she did.
Oh, so she got both of them. Alright.
I got crits. I got botches and stress.
Yes,
and
there's a lot of fails again, man.
Yeah. This is gonna be a brutal campaign.
You started getting a
Not
lot
meaning
more
to be.
6s towards the end, though.
Yeah.
Like I said last time, it's a 50-50 chance on each fucking dice. You should be feeling.
I don't know what to tell you. I agree with you that
If
I
you roll-
shouldn't be rolling so shit, but I am.
If you roll 1 dice, okay, yeah, you might not make it, but if you roll 2, you should statistically be making it.
No, yeah, I agree with you. Happening.
Especially when you keep rolling 3 dice. You feel me all
Hey, so are you out of that game, the Shadowrun game?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, I ducked out of it like a week ago.
You're like, yeet! Damn.
I mean, I haven't missed
Yeah.
anything because it hasn't run another session anyway.
I might have to bow out of it myself just because it's bad day and time for me.
But I mean, I joined like I said to Swindle before, I joined a Cyberpunk game on the Saturday and that died after 1 session anyway.
Yeah.
Damn, that bad, huh?
Which is why I was going to run the Dead West one instead. Because I
Oh yeah, I forgot you told me about that.
Yeah, my Saturdays are packed.
Yeah, I figure most people are.
Hilariously, my Saturday is occupied by another Western fantasy game. So,
Deadlands?
no, it's literally just D&D, but in like a Western country.
Oh my god, I think I know
So
which
it's-
one. I think I heard about it. West Tales or something like that? Maybe, or is it
Oh,
homebrew?
it's literally just a homebrew Western setting.
Damn, jealous. Sounds fun.
I may actually have to dip out quick. So I'll see you next session, I suppose.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, see you later.
Ciao.
Yeah. See you next time.
Yeah. See you next time.